Hello, I'm Charles Gross.
And I'm Leslie Hoban Blake, and the noise you hear in the background is other patrons who've just come out of
Seeing My Fair Lady, and this is Two on the Aisle First Impressions. I have often said, and I still believe, that My Fair Lady is the greatest musical ever written, and this production proves it.
This is a brilliant production by Bartlett Sher, and the stars are just amazing.
Yes. He has staged this more fluidly and more cinematically than the Rex Harrison Audrey Hepburn movie.
And this is Lauren Ambrose and Harry Hayden Payton, who was in Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey.
And Lauren Ambrose we've seen on stage, but we've never heard that voice of hers.
Oh, she sings like amazingly. I think you'd have to go to Julie Andrews to find a better singing Eliza. And I love the way she performed the role. Actually, he sings too. He actually sings the songs instead of talking them, which to me did not work as well, except for I've grown accustomed to her face.
Well, it's interesting because it has a mixed cast of Americans and Brits. Now Norbert Leo Butz plays Doolittle, and he's sublime, and everybody adores him. But Diana Rigg plays
Mrs. Higgins.
Yes. Mrs. Higgins, and Alan Cordner. Do you remember Topsy Turvy about Gilbert and Sullivan?
Gilbert and Sullivan, sure.
He was one of those two. He played one of them, Sullivan, I think.
Right. Norbert Leo Butz. I enjoyed I'm Getting Married in the Morning. The first scenes, with a little bit of luck, I expected him to be brilliant because I just know him, and I thought he'd be amazing in the role, and he was just good, which was a letdown. But
good for him is like 99% of anybody else. So please.
But I wanted 100%, and we don't get that till the second act.
The choreography by Chris Catelli was just perfect. It was just lovely.
Who knew there could be can-cans in My Fair Lady?
Yes, well, and I have to mention Jordan Donica, who plays Freddie. Lovely young man. Very nice persona indeed.
Beautiful voice. I would nitpick. Actually, it's not a nitpick. I noticed that there were verses missing from a lot of the songs, and that really upset me.
We still got out. It took 3 hours. Come on.
I would have waited the extra 10 minutes or so to hear those verses because they are that good.
That wasn't in the reprise, and then he sang them in the reprise?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I know they're in there somewhere, but they weren't here tonight.
In any case, this is only a first impression.
Yes.
I think you get the point. We loved it.
If you see one show, I know that's an overused phase this year or within the next couple of years, see this one. And that is our first impressions.